This was David Kaplan from ESPN 1000 in Chicago on November 22nd. Listen.
There is no amount. If you determine that's the guy, go get him. He coached Justin. He knows how to be a head coach. He's been an assistant in the NFL as a quarterback's coach with 2 different franchises. And by all accounts, people I know who know him, hell of a good dude. So he fits everything. Oh, and he's controlled the locker room. So, yeah, for me, that's the guy.
I do have to ask, though, because Cap was on our show a couple weeks ago and said that he didn't want a coach with no head coaching experience. Mm-hmm. And that I understand it's similar to Cliff Kingsbury and Kyler Murray to a degree about what that could be with Ryan Day and Justin Fields.
He has head coaching experience.
Well, just not on the professional level.
Yeah.
What Cap said was he didn't want the flavor of the month coordinator who's never been a head coach like a Ryan Day.
So Ryan Day has been. And by the way, Ryan Day had a tough act to follow and did it very well. Who would you rather have if you're the Bears, Ryan Day or Jim Harbaugh as head coach, Key?
I'd probably – there's a number of – okay. So now I'm going to educate you a little bit on building a staff. So I would rather probably have Jim Harbaugh because, one, it's extremely hard to build an NFL staff. Mm-hmm. College staffs are totally different than NFL staffs. And what happens is college coaches that make the jump to the NFL that does not have extensive NFL ties, it's very difficult to assemble your staff because you say, I want Max Kellerman. He's with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Well, you're under contract. Now I got to figure out how to get you away from the Jaguars as something.
You're saying the difference between assembling a staff in the pros and in college is that the pro staff support people have contracts.
You're under contract. It's a whole thing. You're under contract. So if you are with the Detroit Lions and I want you as my pass game coordinator, but you are their pass game coordinator, but I really want you and you got 2 years left on your deal, it's hard to get you. So now I'm trying to assemble my staff. I don't have all the connections that a Jim Harbaugh already has. Who's the best offensive line coach? Because that's the first coach you need to hire.
Outside in the NFL.
In the NFL, outside the strength coach. Now you need to go and get your offensive line coach. Well, where's my offensive line coach? I've only coached with this guy in college. I don't necessarily know the NFL guy. Well, somebody's telling me to go hire this guy. Well, is that the right guy for what I want to do? Is that the right coordinator for what I want to do? It's very difficult to put a staff together. And that's why when you see coaches typically go from job to job to job, you see the same coaches with them because they have relationships. They know them. They know each other. You can't trust everybody. I'm putting my career in your hands as my assistant coach when you become a first-time head coach. Look what happened to the New York Giants and Joe Judge.
So in other words, it's hard
he started putting staffs together, and them dudes wasn't even getting along. He had to fire the offensive line coach in the middle of the season because the offensive line coach came with Jason Garrett from the Dallas Cowboys, but there was no relationship there.
So
and Mark Colombo.
It's hard to put the band back together when they never was a band in the first place, right? They're just learning each other.
So when you go back and you think about the hoops, what did Phil Jackson do? He brought Clem with him and Tex and everybody when he went back to coach. Bill Parcells. When Bill was in television and he left to come back to New England, what did he do? He went and got Romeo Cornell. Yeah. And he went and got Bill Belichick. He went and got his guys. When he left from the Patriots and came to the Jets, what did he do? He got as many of his guys as he needed. When he went to the Dallas Cowboys, he got as many as his guys that were not under contract.
So even if Harbaugh never beats Ryan Day ever in college, he's still a better head coaching prospect at this moment for a squad.
In my opinion.
Well, because he has better experience at putting together the staff. But you could also make the argument there is something about familiarity, right? Like we saw that this year with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. And I'm not saying that on the field translates to being head coach, but just I wonder how much Justin Fields can grow and blossom due to the fact that if you bring in a coach who understands who he is and how he's operated and has watched him grown and they can implement an offensive scheme that can be something that is familiar to Justin Fields, there's something to be said about that.
And you think about Harbaugh, though. He had Kaepernick that took him to the Super Bowl with the same skill set to a degree as Justin Fields. Fair. And go back to my point about knowing somebody. What happened in Carolina when Matt Rule left Baylor to come to the Carolina Panthers? He went and got Joe Brady. There was no pre-existing relationship, and guess what he did?
That's fair, yeah.
Sent him packing. So it's
right
it's
at the
a
time it
little
was
more
like,
difficult.
oh, they got Joe Brady. Here we go.
It's
But
a
right.
That
little
also doesn't
difficult.
mean though that Jim Harbaugh is going to knock it out of the park in his first try too. Now, like just because you have more experience doesn't mean you're always going to bring in the right staff.
Typically, that's true, but when you know who to go get,
Yeah, percentages are on the side.
You're going to get that dude who's been in the league for 35 years coaching the offensive line. You're going to go find that dude versus a guy coming from somewhere who's young. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm with you on that.
Coach Day has coached in the NFL, but he's been in college for so long, I don't really know the relationships that he has in the NFL, which is extremely important to build. You look at Chip Kelly. When he came from Oregon, he essentially put most of his staff was college guys in a very small few of NFL guys. And it was kind of like, well, that ain't going to work. Now he's back in college.
I'm reminded of, like, a lot of times you could have a guy like, I'm thinking about baseball. There was a pitching coach called Leo Mazzoni in the 90s with the Braves, right?
Yep, with the Braves.
Everyone he touched had a career year with him, then went out as a free agent. But everyone he touched is like, oh, my God, why doesn't someone just say, I'll put a 0 at the end of your contract. Come with us. But the Braves had a whole philosophy. From the minor leagues on, we're going to, our guys are going to throw this many. We believe in throwing more to strengthen your arm. It's a whole different philosophy from another club. But I think about a guy like Jeff Stoutland with the Eagles. That's offensive line performs, right? So I imagine someone like Ryan Day, well, can we go get a Jeff Stoutland? But what you're saying is it's not as easy as that.
They got contracts.
And they may have different philosophies and the whole thing.
Different philosophies, different contracts. If I want to run a zone scheme and you don't want me to run the zone scheme and you want to run something else, a man scheme, then we don't even have the same philosophies.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.